A piece of advice, be careful of what you wish for. Words are powerful.
And one thing, FUJIFILM, seems like you guys know how to make a large aperture lens, right? Can I have a request? I want something for my GF2. Maybe a 1.4 will do?
Welcome back guys. I've been using this lens for the past 2 months. Thanks FUJIFILM kind enough to send me this pre-production unit to have a real deep dive full experience of 80mm 1.7. This is a lens I've been waiting for so long since I owned the GF system years ago. Started with the very first GF50S and I traded up to this new baby GF100. And the lens, the Fuji non-medium format 80mm 1.7 lens, is the faster lens on the GF lens series, and I bet it is also the faster lens among all medium format lenses that I know, like those Mamiya 80mm 1.9, Contax 80mm f2, Hasselblad, the newest one, 80mm f1.9, but this one, 1.7. Let's start with the thing that I don't like on this lens, because it has too many things that I love on this lens. Just one or two things that made me feel, The focus motor on this lens sounds noisy when focusing, especially on continuous autofocus. Silver lining to it is, relatively speaking, a low-end rumbling noise instead of a high-pitched squeeze. But kudos to the 110 f2 lens, you can't hear any noise during focusing. One can only hope that it's because of the pre-production unit, but that's quite optimistic. This is the 80mm. This is 110. You can hear the difference, right? When shooting still, it is very acceptable, but if I'm shooting video using this lens, it's gonna be a little bit annoying, the focusing sound. So, again, the hope remains pre-production unit. The second still focusing related. The continuous autofocus mode on this lens, the tracking is slightly off. It's almost like a case of ADHD, although it's already locked on, but it's just keep moving front and backward, hunting, making a noisy sound. I hope it will be fixed after the firmware update. This time around, I bring a very special light for photo shoot, so the style of the photo gonna look very unique. Bear with me. The photos shot on this combination of medium format and 80mm 1.7 are absolutely different from what we usually see on a full frame or APS-C camera. That's a no-brainer, right? What this lens impressed me the most is not only the bokeh or the shadow depth of view or the compression. It is a sum of all those things happening at once. It's pure optical synergy. It is a very unique look that you wouldn't get with any other setup. It's a result greater than the sum of its parts. Chemistry. If you've been following us for a while, you would know that my favorite focal length is the 85mm. There's no secret. The compression of the object is so natural, and not to forget the object separation with the background, especially the 1.2 that I'm holding. They call it an air slider, if you know what it means. 80mm on a medium format, you will get a 64mm equivalent on a full frame sensor. The view is slightly wider compared to a 85mm on a full frame, but you have a 80mm compression. What the heck I'm talking about? Okay, put it simple. Basically, you have an 85mm that shoot wide. You have a wide 85mm. So now, let me walk you through the spec sheet of the lens. There is a weather resistant feature. It's 793 grams. The height of the lens is about 15 cm. Without the hood is about 10 cm. Filter size is 77mm. But to me, to us, the most important is the feeling. So the lens weight paired with the camera like this GFX is feel grippy and handy. I can do street photography even with one hand only. So this is one of the most comfortable lens that I ever hold on my GFX body. The video is good, right? Another thing that impressed me is the minimum focal distance of the lens. This lens is 0.7 meter. For comparison, a normal 85mm usually have a 0.8 to 1 meter minimum focal distance. Usually you shoot with those 85mm, you have to take a step back, like lean back a bit. But with this one, you can just raise up and shoot. Just like this. See? In fact, there's one camera in front here. So now, how's the image quality? We have tested on daylight, night scene, portrait scenery, even my cat. So let's take a look. The resolution of this lens quality is absolutely blow my mind. A little bit of CA here and there, but nothing shocking. It can easily fit in post. It's quite expected of this to be an optically excellent lens overall. This is the lens that I crave for so long. I can only say this will be the lens that I need for my GFX on any time, daily use. The focal length, the size, and the weight. Most importantly, thanks FUJIFILM, large aperture 1.7. This is the first frame lens to start the brand new decade 2021, although the shit in 2020 still telling us. But, yeah, there's always a but. I have one more thing. GFX 100S. Yes, GFX. Can you see? Is a tiny version of this, or is a successor of 50S? To find out more about this, link here. I have my first impression video, so if you like more videos just like this, click a like, comment and subscribe to us. Not to forget, turn on the notification button so you won't miss any video from us. See you. Small. It's really small. You like it?